Hey guys, LegoMaster137A here, and today I am going to be doing a tutorial on how to build a Lego ruler. Now up front I want to say that this is not completely my design. This is actually something that was made by a guy named Allan Bedford and was featured in the Unofficial Lego Builder's Guide. So you can see the book right here. It is a very, very good read. I highly recommend it. It covers all sorts of aspects of Lego building, including a couple of brick built tools which you can use to help in your everyday building, and this right here is one of them. Now this ruler is a fairly simple design. It's really only comprised of a couple plates, and the main thing it would be used for, in my opinion, would be to measure something like, say, a wall that you're building to make sure it is the right length of studs. But I think honestly that the most useful use for this would have to be with Technic axles. Now, as you know, Lego usually measures their Technic axles in stud length, and normally they're featured in a 1-to-1 scale in Lego building instructions. However, if you don't have these specific building instructions, it can be a little bit annoying and a little bit cumbersome to figure out exactly how many studs this particular one is. And all you have to do really is line it up here on this ruler, and it'll pretty much tell you immediately that it's 8 studs long. So that's one of the main uses you can have for it, and overall it's really not a very complex build, as I said, and you should normally have these plates in some type of color in your Lego collection. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that the bottom of the ruler is comprised of a 2x8 plate, two 2x10 plates, and a 2x2 plate. And it's very important that you have these in this order, because that's basically going to determine, and it's going to help this piece or assembly stay structurally sound. Now, on top, you have to keep in mind that first you would put a 2x4 plate, then either a 1x1 plate and a 1x1 tile, or in this case I'm using a 1x2 jumper plate, then a 2x4, another 2x4 plate, a 1x2 plate of a contrasting color, a 2x4 plate, 1x2 jumper plate, or a tile and a plate, and you get the idea. You go all the way up to the 30 stud mark. This does measure as far as 30 studs, and if you haven't guessed already, the, in this case, jumper plate or plate and tile combination represents 5 studs, and the regular contrasting plate represents 10 studs. Now, it's not a very, as I said, it's not a very complex design, so you can really build this in any colors that you have in your Lego collection. I would highly recommend you try to use contrasting ones. In this case, I used bright yellow and bright red just because I had these pieces in those colors. But really, I would just recommend using any that you have at your disposal, especially ones that you're probably not going to build with, since there's really no use in using up pieces that you're going to use. So that's basically it, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial, and I hope you subscribe to see more. Make sure to follow me on Google+ and Twitter to receive the latest updates about my LEGO Master 1378 activity. And that's it. I'll be seeing you again with more tutorials soon. Bye, guys.